Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2019 horror film The Cleansing Hour, a film that is written and directed by Damien Levesque, and it is based on a short film which he also directed, and it stars Ryan Guzman as Vicar Max, and we have Kyle Gardner and Alex Angelis. Now, this is like a demon possession film with a little bit of a difference. Excuse me. This focuses on like a reality show called The Cleansing Hour that is streamed once a week on the internet, and it is hosted by Vicar Max, played by Ryan Guzman, who's a very charismatic priest who does exorcisms live on air. However, they're all staged. They look very real and they're all very believable and stuff, but they're all very staged. It's there basically just to sell merchandise, get viewing figures up, and all that kind of stuff. However, the very next broadcast, things don't go exactly according to plan, as they are all ready to do another stage exorcism, and in actual fact, they are taunted and teased by a real demon that is inside Lane, who is the fiance to Kyle Gardner's character Drew, who is like the technical whiz and producer of the show and stuff, and she stands in to be like this innocent girl who's possessed, but in actual fact she becomes possessed by this demonic spirit that takes over her, and then spends the next hour forcing Vicar Max and the rest of the crew to give away their deepest, darkest secrets for viewing figures. However, this demonic spirit has got a bigger plan in mind. Right, it's the basic premise of The Cleansing Hour here. Now, I like a good demonic possession film. If they're done right, they can be hugely effective films, and I think we all know that. Exorcist. But I've seen some dogs over the years in regards to demon possession films, some really, really terribly done ones. And this actually is a pretty well made film. It's got some really good production values going in here. It's got a decent cast here who all give what you could describe as believable performances. And the effects for the most part here are really quite impressive. The effects for like the demon possession, all that kind of stuff, all work. There are a couple of CGI effects that are a little bit hit and miss here and there. There's like these demonic dogs type things that you see, and then there's an effect right at the end, and for this kind of huge demon-y type thing that was just pure CGI, and it wasn't very good. I don't think it was anyway, even though there are aspects of it that were quite shocking and effective. So there are aspects of this film that really worked, and they did help. The issue that I had with this film was it was just not charismatic enough. Just watching it, I just felt like there was something missing here. It was like the demon itself wasn't that interesting. The stuff, it didn't make a lot of sense why it was doing it, and then its plan when it was revealed at the end was so ridiculous. It just beggared belief, really. The ending for me just went way over the top. It was one of those endings that you just walk away face palming yourself, because it was just way over the top, the ending, and the ramifications of what happens at the end are just too big for the film, if you like. It starts off quite enclosed, and it feels quite a personal film, and then it just kind of explodes by the end and becomes this like almost like a worldwide phenomenon type thing, and it's just like it felt like it lost its personality as it was going. The concept was really good. I'm not 100% sure that they delivered on the promise of the concept of the film. Another issue that I had really with the film was the fact that Vicar Max was just not a very likeable guy. Basically, he's a con man. He's a con man, and he, likes to sleep with any woman that he can find and film them for his own, sick pleasure. So it's hard to get behind a character like that, even though there are scenes in the film where he's trying to get his redemption and all this kind of stuff. That's okay, but by that point you kind of lost interest in that character a little bit. The two characters here that really carried this film were Kyle Gardner's character Drew and Alexis Angeli's character Lane, who was the possessed person. They were like partners, and they were engaged to be married. So them occasional interactions when she came back through, asking for help and things like that, really, really worked. And the dynamics between all of their relationships when it comes to light really worked. And those two were the emotional clout to carry the film forward. There just wasn't enough of it. It focused a little bit too much on Vicar Max, who was the least likeable character of the bunch. But I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was a very, very entertaining film. It almost delivered. I think there are some decent shocks in here. There's a little bit of gore here and there, fingers getting bitten off and all that kind of stuff, people being set on fire, and it's pretty graphic here and there, but nothing over the top or anything. But I think if you're a fan of demon possession films, there's enough here for you to enjoy, so give it a go once you get the opportunity. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time for more reviews on Screen Stars.